Hey there. Having fun at tonight's party? I don't buy it. I think you're only saying that out of politeness. You can't deny it, but it seems pretty obvious to me. You're the only one who's not in the middle of the floor interacting with everyone. I mean, at first you walked around making small talk with the people you know, but for the past hour or so, you've been alone in this corner. Okay, yeah, I'll admit that I've been watching you. Come on, don't give me that look. I'm not some creepy stalker. It's just... when you arrived, I couldn't help but notice that you're the most attractive person in this room. Besides me, of course. Oh, you're rolling your eyes, but I can see that little corner of your mouth that's curving into a smile. Even though you're resisting it, there's a part of you that finds me charming. Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. Okay, fine. I'll quit being a tease. I'm Don Lee, by the way. It's nice to meet you. Am I enjoying festivities? The constant flow of food and alcohol has been good, but other than that, not really. This whole fancy black tie event isn't my thing. Just look at this glass of champagne I'm holding. Sure, the drink is tasty, but I don't think it's worth the hype. It probably costs more than a semester's worth of tuition, which is absolutely ridiculous to me. What the hell is even this? Are you serious? It's Dom Perignon? Holy shit. I knew Victoria Stevenson was filthy rich because we're here at her father's manor, but I didn't think she'd be serving a bunch of college kids champagne that costs thousands of dollars per bottle. Now I feel kind of special. It's kind of her and all, but it still doesn't make me like these types of events. No, I prefer normal college parties. You know, the ones with mountains of junk food, plastic cups filled with cheap, horrible tasting beer, and rowdy crowds who have to scream over the new music because it's so fucking loud. That's my typical Saturday night instead of this. I don't look like I belong at one of those parties? Well, I've done a good job at fooling you then. I'm usually never this put together. If you saw me on an average day around campus, you'd definitely change your mind. I actually haven't seen you around campus though. It's one of the large ones, so I guess the chances of us running into each other are slim. Especially if we have different majors. Oh, mine is film. Yeah, it's super interesting and it's been my passion for a long time. I picked up my first camera when I was 6 and have not been able to put one down ever since. When I got older, I started making these silly home videos. I'd follow my family members around to capture their most embarrassing moments. They hated it, but I always got a kick out of it. Anyways, while I've been in school, I've explored different areas of filmmaking, like screenwriting, editing, sound and lighting, shooting footage, and of course directing. Hands down, directing is my favorite part. Thanks for the well wishes. What are you studying? You're double majoring in biology and chemistry? Damn, that's impressive. No, it is impressive. Each one seems super difficult to study on its own, but put them together? Now that's a lot of work. I honestly don't know how you juggle it all. Whoa. Back it up there. You're also writing an honors thesis, working in a research lab, and you're in the process of applying a 6-year PhD program? No fucking way. You've got to be joking. You're giving me the death stare, so I'm going to assume that means you're completely serious. My God, everything you just mentioned sounds like torture. Why the hell would you put yourself through all of that? You do it because you love what you're studying? And you want to use your knowledge to make an impact on the world someday? I'll admit that your dedication is admirable. But you're also insane. Oh, I have no room to talk? Why is that? Okay, I'll give you that one. Film does mean a lot to me, but I'm not going to spend an eternity in school for it. I just want to finish my degree, then move to New York or LA to start my career. Eventually, I want one of my films to show at one of the major festivals like Sundance or Toronto International. Yeah, I agree it's a good goal to have. What about you? Do you have any long-term goals besides earning a doctorate? You want to win a Nobel Peace Prize in chemistry? Based on what I've learned about you tonight, that's not hard to believe. You're just so ambitious. If I'm being honest, it's intimidating. You want to do meaningful research that will change the world, and all I want to do is make cool films. That's fair, I guess. I never thought of it that way before. I mean, yeah, my dream is to have one of my films premiere at a prestigious film festival. So if that makes me ambitious, then I'm alright with that. Thanks for the support and encouragement. I always thought that film could be just as impactful as other disciplines, but it's nice to hear you say it too. As much fun as I'm having with you, I'm feeling overwhelmed here. I need to step outside for some fresh air. Do you want to come with me? Maybe we can go on a walk and continue our conversation? Yeah? Great. This place is huge, so there's probably a decent backyard for us to explore. You'll go ask Victoria? That works. Before we go, though, I'm going to finish this glass first. I don't want to waste expensive champagne. Why are you telling me to wait? You're wondering why I added strawberries to this particular champagne when it's already sweet? Don't tell me you're one of those wine snobs. Oh my god, you are. You're biting your lip and your cheeks are flushing. If that's not a guilty expression, then I don't know what is. You're ridiculous, you know that? Fine, I deserve to be called that. To answer your question though, there are 2 reasons. 1, I have a sweet tooth, so the added sugar doesn't bother me. And 2, I like horrifying wine snobs with my uncivilized behavior. It's fun watching them shudder in disgust and mutter insults about me. You keep eyeing my champagne like you're interested in it. Do you want to have a taste before I down it? Oh, come on. Haven't you ever wanted to take a risk and see what happens? If you don't think it's a big deal, then prove it. You like it. Oh, you're such a liar. I can see it on your face. You like it. You know, telling me to shut up is not the best comeback. But fine. I won't bug you about it. Give me 1 second to drink up. Okay, I'm good to go. Yeah, I can go grab your jacket while you talk to Victoria. Do you have your ticket for the coat check? Perfect. I'll meet you at the entrance to this banquet hall. Here's your jacket. So, where are we going? Victoria has a whole garden in the backyard we can stroll through. Are you talking about the kind that a castle would have with sprawling winding paths? It's not too shocking that she has one of those. But it's still kind of mind-blowing. Do you know how to get there? Got it. We'll take a left out of here and walk down the corridor until we reach a set of French doors. Those will lead us to where we want to be. Sounds simple enough. Shall we? Are you cold? It's okay to admit it, you know. It is pretty chilly out here and the wind isn't helping. Your jacket is super lightweight too. It won't keep you very warm in this weather. Here. My coat should help. No, it's fine. I grew up in snow and ice, so this doesn't really bother me. Really. Of course, anytime. Well, since I suggested that we take a walk to continue our conversation, we might as well, right? I'd like to learn more about you, so I'll start with an easy question. Do you have any pets? You have 2 tuxedo cats. Cute. And because you're such a nerd, I bet you named one cat after a biologist and the other after a chemist. I knew it! Which ones did you pick? Darwin and Marie Curie. Very nice. What are they like? They're both clever and mischievous, so they get in lots of trouble. That's how I feel about my German Shepherd, Boomer. Great dog, except when he's barking his head off at 6 in the morning because of these damn squirrels in the yard. And if that wasn't bad enough, He makes me take him on a 3-mile run every day, no matter how good or bad the weather is. I almost slipped and broke my neck when we ran during a hailstorm once. I love him, but he drives me insane sometimes. Oh, I see how it is. You're taking over the questions now. Fine. Hit me with your best shot. You want to know about my family? Well, honestly, there's not much to tell. My parents are divorced, and they live on opposite ends of the country. They remarried other people, so I have step-parents. They're alright, I guess. I have 2 younger siblings. My brother's studying politics at a different university. My sister, on the other hand, wants to become an artist as soon as she's done with high school. The kid loves to paint and draw. She's crazy talented, too. Every time I visit home, she's working on something new. Yeah, I really do care for her. We've always been close. That's not that you also have a close relationship with your sister. Is she anything like you? She's a neurosurgeon? Oh yeah, I'm surprised. I thought she might share some of your nerdiness. I didn't expect that. Fucking hell. Your family's full of geniuses. Alright. My turn then. What's your favorite movie? Figures you'd prefer the books over movies. No, there's nothing wrong with that. You just seem like someone who'd love books. Well, which one is it? I'm curious now. Your favorite book is Flowers for Algernon? I haven't heard of it. Is it about either biology or chemistry? Oh, there's some scientific parts to it, but that's not what it's mainly about. Okay. Alright. So, why that book? What's so special about it? After you finished reading it for the first time, you cried for 2 days? You've reread it 7 times since then, and you still shed tears? What about it affects you so much? The ending broke your heart, but it also taught you that humans shouldn't be measured only by their intelligence. What they should be measured by is their compassion and kindness for themselves and for others. That's really moving, actually. Hey, are you okay? No, you don't need to apologize. It's understandable that certain things like books can make you emotional. If I'm being honest, my favorite movie does that to me. It's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I'll never get tired of that movie. Judging by the way you're furrowing your eyebrows, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm guessing you've never seen it? That's a shame. I think everyone should. At least once in their life. Nice try, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You'll just have to watch it and see what happens. I promise, it'll take your breath away. Oh, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? You kind of mumbled it, so I didn't catch what you said. Whoa. Didn't see that topic change coming, but it's alright. You really want to know what my worst date was? No. I'm totally comfortable talking about it. I mean, I've had my fair share of terrible ones. The most recent date involved a milkshake and a kiss cam at a baseball game. You're not going to quit bugging me until I give you all the details, huh? Fine. My date was drinking a milkshake, and that stupid thing got dumped on my lap when they decided that the guy sitting next to them was more interesting. They started aggressively making out with him during the part when the kiss cam went live, so the whole thing got caught on camera. Stop laughing. Did you know that for a week after that happened, my friends kept teasing me about it? They showed up at my apartment with milkshakes and made kissy faces at me. It was a literal nightmare. It's fine. Looking back on it, it is kind of funny. What about you, though? I bet you have some bad dating stories, too. We all do. Come on, tell me about them. What do you mean you haven't had that much experience? Are you telling me that someone as gorgeous as you doesn't get asked out that often? I said what I said. It's not that you're not experienced, it's just you tend to date people who are safe and boring. The last one was the worst, so after that, you vowed to take a break from dating. What? Oh, I get it now. You're the plain oatmeal kind of person. Look, I know it sounds weird, but relationships and breakfast foods have more in common than you'd think. Every time I compared them, it makes sense. Okay, will you just let me explain? I promise I'll make it worth your while. Okay, now that I have your full, undivided attention, here it goes. Plain oatmeal is the most boring breakfast food. It's mushy, it has no flavor, and it doesn't make you feel satisfied after eating it. Likewise, you are attracted to basic, bland people who don't really have any personalities, interests, or any depth. They're just plain oatmeal of the dating world. What you don't understand is that you have an entire breakfast buffet available. Fried eggs with bacon, pancakes, waffles, French toast, bagels with cream cheese, and oatmeal, just to name a few. And yet, you picked a plain oatmeal because it's easy and predictable. Look, I get it. You're afraid to choose the unhealthy options. Here's the thing though. You shouldn't knock them until you try them. They might not be the best for you, but they're awesome in the moment. You're wondering what you should do after the initial happiness wears off? Well, you feel crappy for a while, but then you move on. You try again and see what the next one has to offer. The point is, you keep going until you find the option that's good for you and makes you happy. It doesn't have to be this complex, difficult thing, you know? People just make it more difficult than it needs to be. I know you love predictability, but you decided to come to this party. I say that was a bold move. Plus, you met me. I don't think you could have predicted that, or that we'd be talking and walking together. And despite your reservations about it, you even tried a sip of my champagne, which you liked it. Face it, you're capable of spontaneity. This whole evening proves it. You don't have a comeback, do you? Because deep down, you know I'm right. You say arrogance is not an attractive quality, but I beg to differ. Sure, you can be bitter about it. That doesn't change the fact that I'm still right, though. See? That wasn't so hard to admit. Now, was it? We haven't known each other that long, but I'm honored that you think I'm the worst. Hey, it looks like we've walked the entire length of this garden. Yeah, you're right. We should probably get going because it's midnight. I can't believe we've been talking for hours. It hardly feels like any time has passed. For what it's worth, I've had a lot of fun with you. Good. I'm glad you did too. Maybe I'll see you around then? Yeah? Well, I'm looking forward to it. No, you don't have to give me my coat back. I don't know where your car is parked, but it might take you a while to get there. You'll freeze if you don't have my coat with you, so just keep it. Yes, I'm sure. I mean, it looks better on you anyway. Anytime. Take care of yourself, alright? Good night. Hi. Victoria told me you were in here. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I should have known you'd be hiding away in her personal library. This room is gigantic. And it's filled with your favorite things. Still can't believe you'd rather read at a party, though. Yeah, you are a nerd. But that's what I like about you. Oh, you're wondering why I'm at another fancy party 2 weeks later when they're really not my things? That's a fair question. I mean, I'd be stupid to turn down free food and drinks. Figured I might as well take what I could get, right? No, wait. There's more to it than that. I also wanted to see you again. I'm not sure why you're asking me that. I thought it'd be obvious. You still look confused. You know, as smart as you are, I'm shocked you haven't figured it out yet. Come on, it's not that difficult. Never mind that for now. You're right, by the way. I'm talking about the book in your hands. Flowers of Algernon is a sad story, but it teaches you a lot. I can see why you like it. Yes, I read it cover to cover, actually. It's not like I ran out and bought it while after we talked. I haven't planned on reading it at all, but it just kind of happened. No, it wasn't a random thing. I went looking for it. You can blame my sister for that, though. It was her idea. Oh, okay. A few days after we met, I went back home for a visit. My sister wanted to hang out, so we went to our favorite cafe. I was in the middle of digging into a slice of pie when she asked me if I'll sing anyone. She literally has no filter. So, she doesn't have any problem asking me any personal questions like that. I said that I met someone, but I wasn't ready to introduce them yet. She asked me about them. I told her everything I learned in that I met that person. I mentioned where they go to school, what they studying, and what their family's like. I even brought up their favorite book, Flowers of Algernon. I know you're dying to say something, but hang on until the end, please. After she and I finished eating, she said she needed new paints and canvases for an important project. And our supply store was the last place I wanted to be, but I knew I couldn't say no to her. Don't judge me. I have a soft spot for her, okay? Exactly. Even if I had said no, she would have kept on badgering me until I gave in. I was going to lose anyway, so I figured I'd just take her. On the drive there, I asked her what the hell I was supposed to do while she was shopping. I kid you not, she turned to me with the biggest shit-eating grin on her face and was like, "There's a bookstore right next to it. Go in there and look around. You never know what you'll find in there." Then the brat winked. Oh my god, her plan was so obvious. But I played along. I'm not much of a reader, so wandering around the bookstore was kind of overwhelming, not gonna lie. But I tracked down the book and read it because it's important to you. I guess I just wanted to feel closer to you. Does that even make sense? Okay, good. I'm glad that I don't sound like a lunatic. Your sister and mine must think alike? Why's that? When you had your weekly dinner with your sister, she noticed you were a bit preoccupied. She said that you couldn't stop talking about a certain film student that you met recently. According to her, you were quite taken with him. Oh, really? Based on what you're telling me, this guy doesn't sound like plain oatmeal. Good to know. Well, what breakfast food would he be then? Interesting. So he's cream cheese stuffed French toast with candied pecans? What's your reasoning for that? You prefer savory options for breakfast, but when you do select something sweet, it's always French toast? It's perfectly balanced between the sugar and spices, come on. And something about it is extremely comforting. This guy apparently provides a source of comfort. He's also soft on the inside, even though he's a bold and daring facade. Hence the cream cheese. He's somewhat of a nutty person too, so pecans seem fitting. Sounds like you know this guy pretty well. The more I hear about it, the more it seems like he's a real catch. Oh, he already knows. He appreciates the ego boost, though. Way to change the topic on me again. You know, I'm starting to think your mind is just as random as mine sometimes. Honestly, I didn't know whether you were going to be here tonight. I just took a wild guess, and it turns out I was right. I wanted to ask you for your number that night, but you looked so hesitant that I thought it would be the best if I let it go. Even though I tried to forget about you, I couldn't get you out of my head. So when I got the invite for this party, I thought I'd see you. I've answered your questions. Now you get to answer one of mine. You don't like these parties either. So why did you come? You also really wanted to see me? Okay. Look. I'm not the kind of guy that shows his cards, but for once, I'm gonna. I felt something that night, and I still feel it. I think you feel it too. But I'm not going to push you towards anything. It's up to you to decide where we go from here. Whatever you decide, I'll be okay with it. I promise. Yeah, I think I got the clarity I needed. You taste like strawberries and champagne, which means you've mixed those things on your own tonight. Dare I say that my man, look at you, I can't speak because of you. What I was going to say is, dare I say that my rebellious nature is rubbing off on you? You're so very stubborn. Don't worry, one day I'll get you to admit it. So, what now? You did some research and found a small theater near your apartment? There's a showing of Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind tomorrow, and you're wondering if I'd like to join you? Are you asking me out on a date? I'll accept on one condition. I'll happily see the movie with you. If we can leave right now and grab some real food. Don't get me wrong, the stuff that Victoria has out there is fancy and it tastes good, but it's not exactly filling. I'm starving. Yeah, I could eat now. I can pretty much eat around the clock. You'll figure that soon enough. There's a 24-hour diner that's not too far from here. I go there often, and I know for a fact that it's got great French toast. Plus, I want to hear what you've been up to since we last spoke. What do you say? Yeah, that's perfect. Well, then let's get out of here. Wait. One more thing. Alright. Now I'm ready to go.